Ec57 The Account. Soul to Soul Talk. The Account. Life guiding conversations with Morai, Amoro and Jenai summer. Let's talk about your account, Jenai. Morai, you are well aware that I have no bank account. Jenai, I know that, but I would like to share with you about our universal bank account. Never heard about that, Morai, but I'm interested to hear more about that account. Every individual coming into this world comes with a universal bank account, and which sets the entire stage of your life, what you can possibly adventure and not, based on your account. For sure, you don't mean just financially, or Morai? All things possible and not possible, Jenai. We have talked that we all have our personal book of life, either written by ourselves or come to the Creator, and that we have to accept and adapt in that adventure, in which nothing happens that shouldn't happen, and for that reason there are no victims. This book, which I have referred to as a perfect book in our imperfect world, is based on our universal bank account, which holds the credit of all previous positive actions and debit of all previous negative actions. As we are part of the world of causality, action and reaction, and what we sow we must reap, this universal bank account is the central station of all the indisputable laws that govern this mortal world of body, mind and matter. So we all come to this world with an account, and this comes forth from previous lives, genetically inheritance, the memory of all our forefathers and things that happened, and the things we picked up while being in the womb of our mothers. It doesn't matter what we believe, even thinking that Kandu the Creator did this, but then asking ourselves, why would he do this? For is it not our adventure? But we all come with an account. Hopefully, we accept this account and our book, a book or script, in which nothing can be added or distracted. But when not gone through with the right awareness, by us complaining, comparing, wishing, and desiring, we are writing a new book. The credit will give us favorable circumstances, and the debit very challenging and unpleasant circumstances. But in both situations, most of us will not be satisfied with our circumstances, and we start adding to the debit. We add by not accepting, complaining, comparing, wishing, and desiring, busy with negative actions and making wrong choices. And these choices can take place from thoughts and words and any other action in any area of our life. Morai, I'm not completely clear with what you're all saying. We create credit by good and positive actions, and debit by not good and negative actions. But both we will have to reap. Correct, Jenai. And we must stay focused on positive actions, not harming ourselves, others, nature, and the entire world at large. In every situation, we can accept first what is in front of us and dealing the best way possible with it. We can learn from each situation and actually each moment and to not repeat the same mistakes. We can do good to ourselves, others and the world in many forms of action, but must do this without calculating and having a kind of recognition or reward in mind. We must help there where we can, but accepting that the world is what it is. We can have empathy and compassion, and can forgive ourselves and others. We can stop having our opinions and judgment. complaining, competing, wishing, and desiring. At the same time, we must understand that as long as we are the slave of the mind, directed by the sense organs and negative passions, that we cannot settle the account. Morai, what do you mean with settling the account? So, when we know that positive actions and negative actions both bring us into the situation of having to go through a book and account, are you not wanting to think about a possibility to settle the account? Even when a lot of credit is in our account, are we going to be satisfied? Are we going to be carefree? Are we going to be completely without pain and suffering? When that would be the case, the rich and famous would be completely content and not busy with any complaint, new wish or desire. But is that the case? We must understand the fact that this mortal life takes place in the realm of opposites, change and time, and that suffering in one way or another is going to be part of this. Again, is this not bringing up the question if it is possible to settle the account and to find a better place where no suffering exists? You mean returning to Kandu, the Creator, our real home, the ocean of eternal love, light and life? Correct, Jenai. And this is possible when we feel that this possibility exists. When you getting glimpses and a call from Kandu to stop playing in the creation, a guide will show up with teachings to guide you out of this realm, and to settle the account is then a necessity. This settling of our universal bank account, in my way of understanding, is done with the help of inner silent prayer and meditation, and of course, by His grace. Sitting for periods of time in silence and following the instructions, we become first of all more aware about our actions. By becoming aware, we can make better choices and resisting the negative actions. When we sit still to still the mind and also learn to still the mind while going about in our daily chores, we are not creating and adding to the account. When we do our part by doing this, Kandu will slowly start assisting us to settle the account. Morai, but how long will that take to settle the account completely? That depends on our effort and all I have spoken about that needs to be done from our part. Morai, and why is not everybody being busy with this? This all depends on the universal bank account. But Morai, some bad individuals may never get or take this chance. But we don't know this. But everybody who has received a human body, which is the ultimate gift to change the course of our adventure, book and our account, will get a chance at one point in time. Should I? And also remember that in Kandu's eternal realm time doesn't exist. It is just in this realm that we must take time in account, which starts running out from the moment we are born. So we must do the right things in the moments of our life time span. Thank you, Morai. You are most welcome, Jenai.